Assalamualaikum and hello, I bid to all. We are from Group 7 and we will be presenting on the cultural changes made by communication technology and the impact/contribution to society. My name is Jasmin Ilya and I'll be kicking things off with the introduction. There is very little doubt that the advancement of digital technology in today's world has left significant direct and indirect effects on culture. As technology continues to innovate, so does the change in culture. There are several aspects of how communication technology has changed the culture, which will be presented further by my group members. I will now be passing on to the next person.
As technology evolves, some culture changes happen, and one of the most obvious changes we see today is in human interaction. What does it mean? Well, try asking your parents how did they used to communicate with their friends during their childhood. I can guarantee you that texting through social media is not one of the ways. Why? This is because of the advancement of technologies. It has impacted people in both good and bad ways. One of the contributions of media technology in communication is that we have access to instant communication. We can save time as well as energy by just sending text message to anyone around the world, anytime, anywhere. This is different from the people before, where phones and tablets were yet to be discovered, as face-to-face interaction is what they depend on. On the other hand, the bad impact is decreased in human contact. As more and more advanced technology become, people have more screen time, and this will affect how people interact in real life. In worst cases, some people get antisocial behavior and lack of social skills due to these cultural changes.
Alright, moving on, I'll be explaining the second cultural change, which is the advancement of visual communication design and the impact to society. Back then, people only used visual cues such as pictograms and simple drawings. Nowadays, thanks to science and technology, we have cell phones and other visual devices that influence individuals' experience and emotional ties. Due to this, our lifestyle has changed. Not only that, the world was also introduced from two-dimensional spaces to three-dimensional spaces in our devices. For that reason, people are glued to their devices as they serve as an extension of the individual. For example, everyone now can start video calling and use applications such as Instagram and Snapchat to express their emotions to other people. In this modern world, it has become a norm for people to consume visual media. Finally, the impact of this new visual communication design has led to the consumption culture. The consumption culture is a form of social cues that is formed by the market, which alters the interaction of humans and the product they consume. For example, when people watch too many movies or interact with a lot of people on their device, their perception of reality has been blurred. What happens next is that these consumers will start to create a perfect version of their life inside their head, which will lead them to insecurities when the expectations are not met. That's it, thank you.
Hi, I'm Syamimi. My matrix number is 284432. Moving on to the cultural changes made by communication technology in workplace, especially in business sectors, it helps employees to stay connected with their superiors and also clients throughout the day. So during previous generation, mostly employees were not aware with the existence of smartphones and internet, unlike in the 21st century, which almost everyone uses advanced technologies to communicate with one another. For example, in meetings, previously they have to join the meeting physically, unlike now, in which they can just join the meeting through video call applications such as Webex, Google Meet, and also Zoom. Also, with the existence of advanced technologies, it helps employees to do their work wherever they are. Doesn't matter if they are not in the office. Maybe they can just do their work through tablets or even smartphones. Therefore, with the existence of advanced technology and also changes in communication technology, there are no barriers in between our superiors, employees, clients, because it allows them to stay connected and up to date with one another. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Adila Binti Othman. So today I'll be sharing about the changes made in the education field. So the first one is the teachers are able to conduct classes with the students even though they didn't meet face to face. Due to the technology changes and also of the advancement of technology, it allows the teachers to conduct classes by using platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, and also Webex. Moving on to the second point, which is the learning process become more creative and easy to understand. Previously, students were exposed to internet as a medium in which it helps them to get information regarding certain subject. But then with the existence of communication technology, it helps the student to understand better about the subject because they can browse through and get more information about the subject in various forms. Lastly, due to the existence of communication technology, textbook is no longer considered as a compulsory study materials for every student. This is because the teachers can upload the lecture notes together with some activities on the school portals, and it can be accessed by the students and teachers anytime. So this is also save money as textbook is considered as one of the expensive study materials for every student.
Thank you. Communication technology also brings changes to communities in the economic sector. Firstly, communication technology is critical for cultural changes in seeking employment. Previously, people would have trouble searching for jobs and they could only rely on the newspaper and the job ads shown at the roadside. But now there are so many job sites such as LinkedIn and Khairul that are well known among the job seeker, and they just could only search for any available jobs and information regarding the job specifications at their fingertips, and it leads to the economic growth of a country. Secondly, communication technology is vital for the cultural changes in economic development in how products are sold and advertised. Previously, people needed to go to the premises or shop to get the information about the products and needed to make price comparison between the products before deciding to make the purchase. Nowadays, all product information and even price comparison for all types of products are at their fingertips. Making purchase has been easier and also saves a lot of time for the consumers. Next, we move to the impact of cultural changes in the economy of the society. Media is one of the communication agents that could contribute to the spreading of information, which leads to the development of the economy. Previously, people needed to wait for the news to be aired on the television or radio in order to get information on news globally or locally. At this time, they could only find their own sources by searching via the websites using smartphones. Every corner of the incident is updated, and the time taken for the news to reach the community is just in the blink of an eye.
In conclusion, the changes in human interaction, visual communication design, workplace, education, and economy have changed the ways of culture. A reasonable assumption we can make is that technology is on an upward trajectory and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. For better or for worse, it is important to keep in mind that we are living in a technology-driven world. I believe that is all from us. Thank you.